Welcome to SVR IAS Academy. ComeOnIndia.com is our website. Today's date is 22nd July 2016. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss so many important topics. First topic is Air Service Agreement signed between India and Mozambique. Air Service Agreement signed between India and Mozambique. What do you mean by Air Service Agreement? What is the main objective of it? We will discuss in that. Second, we will discuss about electronic voting machine. Some important facts on that, because recently government ordered to produce some parts of the electronic voting machine. In this background, we should discuss in detail about EVMs. Third topic is cooperation between India and Tunisia in the field of information and communication technology and digital economy, and where Tunisia is located. The countries bordering Tunisia became famous, and all the civil service aspirants know about it because Arab Spring started from Tunisia. Arab Spring started in Tunisia. The question also asked in the UPSC Prelims examination 2 years back. The Syrian crisis that is going on at present is the part of Arab Spring that started in Tunisia. We will discuss in detail about the cooperation between India and Tunisia. Next, we will discuss about Transgender Persons Bill 2016. Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Bill 2016 and various provisions of the bill. Sixth topic that today we will be discussing is on National Electoral Roll Purification Program, NERP program, that is National Electoral Roll Purification Program launched by Election Commission of India. Seventh topic that we will discuss briefly about what is Make in India. Why we are saying Make in India is a success one. Based on the fact, we will explain how Make in India is a success one. After that, we will discuss about Muhammad Sahid. Muhammad Sahid is a famous Indian personality and hockey player. Recently he died. So in this background, let's discuss some important points on the famous personality. And the last topic of the day that we are going to discuss is Benami Transactions Prohibition Amendment Bill 2016 and various features in the bill. Is the ninth topic and last topic of the day. So this video lecture carries so many important topics for 2016 and 2017 IAS examination. So let's start the video lecture. Recently, Union Cabinet headed by Prime Minister has given its approval for the signing of Air Service Agreement between India and Mozambique. Recently, our Indian Prime Minister visited Mozambique, and long-term pulses agreement signed between India and Mozambique, under which Mozambique has vast agricultural land. That land pulses will be produced and will be imported to India, where pulse prices are growing. So that in the long term, India and Mozambique both will gain. Air Service Agreement will promote air connectivity between two countries. At present, connectivity between two countries are negligible. So once the Air Service Agreement becomes operational, it will increase the air connectivity between India and Mozambique. Under the Air Service Agreement, Indian Airlines as well can establish their offices in the Mozambique for the promotion and sale of air services. Like that, airlines of the Mozambique can establish their offices in India, can promote and sell the air services in India. It's the main objective of Air Service Agreement between India and Mozambique. As already we discussed, Indian Prime Minister visited Mozambique country recently as a part of his 4-nation visit to Africa. In this background, let's discuss some geography feature about Mozambique and its location. It is located on the eastern side of southern Africa. Here it borders Indian Ocean on the one side. Mozambique Channel is located between Mozambique and Madagascar. Remember, Mozambique Channel is located between Mozambique and Madagascar, and the countries bordering the Mozambique are South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, and Tanzania. In the map, you can see Swaziland. Swaziland is a country located entirely within South Africa. It's another important geography map point you should remember. Swaziland is a country entirely located within South Africa. Now let's discuss the second topic of today, that is electronic voting machines. Recently, Union Cabinet has given its approval to purchase ballot units for the electronic voting machines. In this background, let's discuss some important facts about EVMs. EVMs has been used in all polling stations across India since 2004 general elections onward. So, is important point, from 2004 onwards, electronic voting machines have been used in all polling stations. Electronic voting machines have been developed by 2 Indian public sector undertakings. This is very important for prelims examination. One is Bharat Electronics Limited. Bharat Electronics Limited, and it is located in Bangalore. Second is Electronics Corporation of India Limited, which is located in Hyderabad. So don't get confused about these 2 institutes and its location. BEL is located in Bangalore. Electronics Corporation of India Limited is located in Hyderabad. How to remember these 2? Here, just look at the first word. B starts with B. So Bharat Electronics Limited means B for B, Bangalore. Now let's discuss the important parts of electronic voting machine. This part is called as ballot unit. It is attached to the control unit. You can see the control unit here. Control unit is under the control of officer, and people can vote by pressing the button against the symbol and candidate's name. In a single ballot unit, 16 candidates' names can be there. If candidate list goes beyond 16 means another ballot unit will be placed. Even if 2 ballot units is not sufficient means maximum we can attach 4 ballot units to the control unit, but not more than 4. Remember these points which are important for the prelims examination. Now Let's discuss the third topic, that is cooperation between India and Tunisia in the field of information and communication technology and digital economy. Recently, Union Cabinet headed by Prime Minister has given its approval for this cooperation. The MOU will increase exchange of cooperation between private entities, governments, institutions which are involved in the enhancing the capacity in the field of ICT and digital economy. In this background, let's discuss about the location of Tunisia. In this image, locate the Tunisia. It is a small country where Arab Spring started, is an important point for the prelims examination. The country is located between Algeria on the western side and Libya on the eastern side. So don't forget, the Tunisia is located between Algeria and Libya. Tunisia is not a landlocked country because on the one side it borders Mediterranean Sea. On other two sides is bordered by Libya and Algeria. Now let's discuss about fourth topic of the day, that is Transgender Persons Bill 2016. As of now, there is no law on transgenders. So recently, Union Cabinet headed by Prime Minister has given its approval for the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Bill 2016. The bill should be passed in both Houses of Parliament so that it can become a law. The bill will pave way for the community, there is a transgender community, to be declared as third gender. The important point is that transgender community will be declared as third gender apart from male and female genders. Second important point is that it is not compulsory for transgender community to be registered as third gender. They can either opt for to be registered as male or female or transgender. So they have the option to register themselves as male, female or transgender. Transgenders in India face a lot of problems, from social exclusion to discrimination. They are facing difficulties in accessing to the educational facilities, unemployment, lack of medical facilities. According to the census 2011, there are about 5 lakh transgender persons are there in India. So according to 2011 census, 5 lakh transgenders are living in India. If anybody forces a transgender into bonded labor or forcing them to beg or forcefully taking the land and other activities, will be treated as offence punishable up to the 2 years in jail and fine. So if anybody insults transgender, he can be jailed up to 2 years and fine can be imposed. As already we discussed, there is no law for transgenders at present. So the bill has to be passed by Parliament, then President should approve the bill so that the bill will become an act. Once the bill is passed, it will bring a large number of benefits to the transgender persons to help to mitigate the stigma, discrimination, abuse against the marginalized section of the society and so on. So in this background, let's remember 3 to 4 important points. If asked, you can write in the mains 2016 exam. Now let's discuss the next topic, that is Mohammad Sahid, who is a former Indian hockey captain and Olympian. He played in hockey Olympics and he played at the forward position for India. He played in the Olympic in 1980 and won the gold medal, and he was a member of Indian hockey team, played in the Olympics in 1984 in the Los Angeles, in 1988 in the Seoul Olympic Games, and later he became the captain of Indian hockey team and played various games like Asian Games and World Cup and so on. Recently he died. He also received important awards from Government of India like Arjuna Award in 1980 and Padma Shri Award in 1986. So remember all the points like hockey player, captain and played important games, won gold medal in the Olympic Games and Padma Shri and Arjuna Awards he received. Now let's discuss briefly about Make in India and a success and recent example. Government of India launched Make in India program in September 2014. The basic aim of the Make in India initiative is to undertake structural reform in our economy, liberalize FDI policies so that India becomes important investment destination and a global manufacturing hub and global hub for manufacturing, design and innovation. This is the basic objective of Make in India initiative. As you know, it was started in September 2014. Now we are in July 2016. Almost 2 years are completed. What about the success of Make in India program? So according to the government data, from 2014 to 2016, FDI inflow increased by 46%. FDI inflow increased from 42 billion US dollars to 62 billion US dollars. So increased by 46%. It's one of the big achievements of Make in India program. Another example is that United Nations Conference on Trade and Development publishes a report called as World Investment Report 2016. According to the World Investment Report 2016, India has been ranked third in the list of top prospective host economies. It's one of the big achievement. So the World Investment Report is published by United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. It ranked India as the third prospective host economy in the world. Now let's discuss the next topic, that is National Electoral Roll Purification Program. It was launched by Election Commission of India, and the motto of Election Commission of India in the year 2016 is No Voter to be Left Behind. No Voter to be Left Behind is the motto of Election Commission of India for the year 2016. What is the main objective of NERP program, that is National Electoral Roll Purification Program? Under this program, Election Commission of India will purify the electoral rolls. Electoral rolls. In this, electoral roll means it contains all eligible voters' name in a particular constituency or polling station. So in every polling station, some persons may be moved out of the polling station permanently, or some persons may be dead, or some person's name may be repeated twice. So the National Electoral Roll Purification Program aims to delete the repeated entries and the persons who are dead, persons who are moved out of the constituency, and also multiple entries will be removed. Special camps will be organized in various polling stations so that electoral roll purification can be done by using IT applications. Now let's discuss the last topic of the day and the very important topic for prelims and mains examination, especially in mains 2016, that is Benami Transactions Prohibition Amendment Bill 2016 and its various features. The bill clearly defines what the term property means. The property will cover movable, immovable, tangible and intangible properties. In case of joint ownership of the properties, who is responsible? In case of joint ownership of the properties, taxpayer will have to show the financing sources. The main objective of the Benami Transaction Amendment Bill is to curb the domestic black money. For curbing the black money originating from foreign sources, Government of India already passed a separate law. Now the Benami Transactions Amendment Bill aims to curb the black money which is originating within India. Earlier, Benami Transaction Bill was passed in one house and was pending in another house of Parliament. The lapsed bill provided for a fine or imprisonment, any one of the item, but the Benami Transaction Amendment Bill 2016 provides for fine up to the 25% of the fair value of asset and imprisonment up to 7 years. If a property is in the name of Benami and is identified as Benami property, then 25% of the fair value of asset will be charged as a fine and imprisonment of 7 years can be awarded by the court. So the main objective of the bill is to effectively prohibit the Benami transactions and prevent the circumvention of law through unfair practices. Is the main objective. Once the bill is passed, it will help to curb the generation of black money within India. Government of India already launched income declaration scheme, under which people can disclose their unaccounted income. 40% will be charged on that, and those who declare their Benami properties under income declaration scheme will get immunity under the Benami Act, is another important point. As already we discussed, Government of India in May 2014 enacted Black Money Undisclosed Foreign Income and Assets and Imposition of Tax Act to catch the persons who have undisclosed foreign assets. So the act helps to curb the black money originating in the foreign countries. So in this video lecture, we discussed 8 important topics for IAS Prelims 2016 and 2017 examination. Revise all the key points that we taught you, and all the best.